Hi, my name is Dan Schmitt and I do a weekly television show called Team Chicago Challenge. People always ask me, what is some of the greatest footage I have ever shot, greatest events I ever shot? In 1999, it was up to the championship. Team Chicago was leading going into this 24-hour race at Willow Springs. Neighbor the Beast was right behind us. We're going to battle it out. We're running the Yamaha YZF 600. We had an R6, but we decided to run the old reliable 600 YZF Yamaha. Remember, TeamChicago.tv is the website for Team Chicago, TeamChicago.tv. And the start of the 24-hour National Endurance at Willow Springs. Jumping out front, it looks like he's got Sum Up Brother Racing on that 1000 Yamaha. As we go through turn 1 and head over to turn 2, which is a carousel, continuous right-hander, high speed. Got a multitude of lines through this corner as we taper together and head towards turn 3, which is a uphill left-hander, great corner. Looks like Sum Up Brothers still in the front. Graves Motorsports right with them as we come through turn 4, which is this slower speed on the top of the hill at the Budweiser balcony. We head down to turn, this may be 6, and we head out into the desert, over this hill, and into the fastest section of the track, turn 8. Talk about a high-speed corner. And then you got to tighten up your line to make it through turn 9 that leads you onto the front straightaway. As you can see, the pack is starting to get away from me. I haven't quite got turn 8 and 9 together as far as how fast to ride it, but these guys are flat flying. But this is a 24-hour race. We see Graves trying to make the move on Sum Up Brothers. As I come into turn 1, it's a nice corner. In fact, most of the corners out here are pretty good. I have no problem with this track. It's a well laid out race course in the desert, plenty of runoff. Up front is that Graves Yamaha 1000 R1 Sum Up Brother. So here it is. Harley Davidson, the Buell is running a great race. We're up to 17th place, but Graves Yamaha is up front. Sum Up Brothers running second. Arclight using 2 riders that ride during the day and 2 riders that ride at night have moved themselves into 3rd place. That Corona Etsuko Suzuki is in 4th place. 1-800 Crotch Rockets in 5th. D&D, 2 riders. Whew, these guys are tough, are in 6th. You see them coming off of the Budweiser corner. It's like Morgan Broadhead is on the Team Chicago as you read number 45. But what a great lighting system for the number plate. Heading out into the desert towards turn 8. And he's going to be coming back into the pits. It's now my turn to take over the Team Chicago YZF 600s. We wait for Morgan to come back into the pits. I get ready with the gas. It's been a long day. Morgan shuts the engine, gets it in neutral. Pop that gas cap. And start filling it up. The Team Chicago Yamaha dealers, 4 and 6 prepared, Torco Racing fuel and Torco Racing oil, race tire service Dunlop.
Your tires are good. Tires okay?
Tires are great. Everything's great.
And let's take a look at Willow Springs at night. So we head into turn 1. The lighting system that AirTech sent me, 3 headlights. I tell you, they work great in the corners. I can see the corner marking. It's the other thing nice about Willow Springs, they do have markings in the corners, reflectors. As I head up the hill out of turn 2, coming to turn 3. You can see some reflective markers on the outside. I'll tell you where the corners are. They came in real handy. So head up to the Budweiser. Turn 4 downhill. As you watch the D&D guys come into the pits. They're on their second engine. 2 riders. It's Dale Davenport and David Davis. That's why it's D&D Racing. First names or last names. Boy, here's someone who had more than enough today as they take a nap. Looks like Mission Yamaha's in. Mission Yamaha. Bunch of factory Yamaha guys. So I head down the front straightaway. Dawn is breaking in the high desert of Willow Springs. Features are starting to appear. As I go through turn 1. The moon is still out. Starting to see the track definition. As I come into turn 2. Team Chicago YZF 600 has ran flawlessly throughout the night as the sun begins to grow in the horizon to the east. Come through turn 3, head up to the Budweiser balcony. Got a bike up in front of me. See if I can get around this bike. One thing at night, it's very hard to identify any motorcycles. That buell out there, you can spot that bike or you can hear it. Come down this back chute. Now this used to be the blindest spot on the track, and now we're starting to see the outside definition of the track as we veered to the left and now into the right. Turn 8. Starting to see the desert surroundings. Didn't see any animals on the track at night. It was a very safe night. Nobody ran into anything. As I head down this front straightaway, we're running in 15th place. And you can see the dawn is breaking. Up front is Graves Motorsport Yamaha, sponsored by Graves Motorsport, and at 1000 Yamaha. Summit Brothers still running in second. Arclight third. EBSCO Suzuki's fourth. We move a little bit further. So I head down this front straightaway. As I come up on this 500 Kawasaki, the X-Race List team. And they've been running solid race. They're out a little bit. I think they had a change in engine. They're sponsored by To Be Announced. They're out of Texas, Rosebud, Texas, and running a middleweight superbike. As I get by them, heading up to turn 3. Coming in now is Summit Brother Racing. This probably is their last gas stop. Change the rear tire. Glenn Zurich is going to head out and finish this race. It's almost 11 o'clock. Graves Yamaha is still up front. Arclight Suzuki second. Semoff Brothers running third. EBSCO's fourth. Attack is fifth. 10th place now is Carlisle Racing. And they're in third place in Heavyweight SuperStock. They're trying to make points so they can catch D&D in the overall. They've had problems. They're running a Suzuki here. They've had problems during the season, but they're having a great race here as Semoff Brother Racing heads out to do battle at Willow Springs. It's made it to fifth as we come upon 12 o'clock, high noon at Willow Springs, and the checkered flag comes out to end this 24-hour WERA National 24-hour. Coming down the front straightaways is the Graves Motorsport 1000 Yamaha, picking up the win with 867 laps. Some of the other teams coming across the line. Willow Springs, Joe Persiano from Arclight congratulates Chuck Graves. Phil Young brings the Team Chicago 4 and 6 prepared. YZF back in the pits is Paul Harwell on the Graves Motorsports R1 Yamaha. Burns out. He heads over to go get the checkered flag to make the victory lap. Listen is leading in Heavyweight SuperStock, and as I get drenched by my teammates, what a great day. And a special thanks to the scorers, Joyce Kelly, Sharon Young, and Susan Young. We could not have done it without them. They are the real troopers and the pit crew. But Team Chicago leaves Willow Springs with 127 points, and I think we've got enough points to wrap up the Middleweight SuperStock Championship.